It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. If Queen goes monster heal, does that mean we have a Giga Queen? Ho, ho, ho. And all of that good stuff. It is another fine day. It is the first day in December, which means it is going to be a month full of Rumble reveals. It's going to be a month full of excitement. It's going to be a countdown to Fistmas. It is going to be a show of shows this December. Welcome. Toonlink Dave, Bravo, Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars, Turnip Boy, and you. To December. Well, I guess for right now, in the Dawn Gone Rampa Hunger Games, I got my Holly Jolly hat. Things are real red and green. Christmas is in the air. In the Hunger Games, let's talk about it. Yesterday we were talking about, oh, well, it's almost that time, it's almost December, and then nobody can stop the Christmas. It's here. You can't run from it. It will always be here. Regardless of the holiday season, hopefully we can start feeling holly and jolly as the season starts. I'm excited for it. Are you? Let's get ready. There is something in my eye immediately, but that won't stop me from telling you who's here today. We got a very cryo-themed episode. This is I suppose we could call it the winter's coming episode, because it's not technically winter, but I mean, like, when you think about the holiday season, we're thinking it's winter right now. My water's all the way over there, too. So we got people who I would think would boast best exemplify the cryo vision, the ice vision, the winter spirit. So, starting at the top, we have the tag team champions, Gamble Pays Off, Celeste and Halara. I know what some of y'all are thinking. Oh no, Celeste would clearly have fire because no, stop, behave. Dinner Party has Kurumi and Chi-Chi because, well, Chi-Chi. Three's Company has Kotoko, not so much for Kotoko, but I think, I think Kokoto might be a true wielder of that cryo vision. Made to Rule sees Sonya and Camilla. Flower Power sees Monophony and Noir. Noir would definitely be Dendro, but I could see a little bit of a Flower, cryo in Monophony and Monodam and... I'm sorry, not Monodam, Damnation. The team headed by Monodam does not have Monodam today. It has Kibo and Queen. Hamtaro sees Monotaro and Mika. Virtual Idol sees Big Junko and Miku. Hatsune Variety. Cut Above the Rest sees Munokata and Amame. Snapshot sees Mahiru and March 7th. Magic and Science sees Maya and your new Champion of Champions, Nagi-sama, Employee of the Month. Fashion Fraud, as we keep on going down, sees the heel Samugi, as well as Shiki. Turncoat see Haiji and Ruruka. Boys Sleepover sees Gin and Shoma. I don't think Gin would specifically be Cryo, but I could really see it for Shoma, I'm not gonna lie. Either Electro or Cryo. I think he's got a Cryo move, though. IT Club sees Chihiro and Rhyme. Too Sweet sees Izioi and Iris. Anything for her sees Mukuro and Ranmaru. Ghost Zone sees Corey and Vivia. Team Makoto sees Makoto and Maskoto. Stop, Look, Listen sees Komaru, and Sophie, Small Companion, see Gundam, the Supreme Overlord of Ice, and Paimon, Acknowledge Her. Get Motivated sees Now and Zuru. Rebel Heart sees Mitarai and Joker. Joker wouldn't specifically have Cryo, but you know what? I feel like he would have all of them because he's a bit of a wild card. He would be our Traveler. Music Theory sees Shuichi and Kaie Day. And on Orthodox Upbringing sees Maki, and very, very clearly we would have Rosaria there. And as I reach over here for my water, for real. Ooh, my voice is trying to be shot. Whew, much better. We can go ahead and see if, I don't even think the, Agents of Chaos are in this episode, right? Yeah, they're not. They're vibing. They're chilling. But they could be all in this episode in just a moment's notice. That being said, in 3, 2, there we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sorry, mean editing. That was a terrible countdown. It went red a little ways before that. there's not a big chance that they have to defend. They're still fairly new champions, but we've seen it hit 5%, 10% before. Will it hit today? That is the real question. Will we see Mew? Will we see Yuta? Or will we see Jotaro? They don't need to hit it again this season. They're already in the finale, but will they is the real question. Will they? Won't they? They might. They don't. Whew, but I'll be frank, just barely. Just barely. Tonight's gonna be fun, you guys. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but XSP is gonna fight Brock Lesnar tonight, and that really just puts me in the Christmas spirit. Seeing XSP getting taken to Suplex City just puts me in the Christmas spirit. Don't it put you in the Christmas spirit? It puts me in the Christmas spirit. Lo and behold, make your picks first, second, and third. I'm gonna make mine as well right here, right now. Yeah, let's do it. Who do I think is gonna, first of all, out of who is gonna rock the cryo the best in this episode? For some reason, I feel like it's gonna be anything for her. I think they've got a little, like, they have, like, big cryo energy in my humble opinion. If we're going for second, I gotta go for the Supreme Overlord of Ice Gundam after his incredible performance yesterday. And for third, I'm gonna take Amame. I don't know what it is about Amame, but I'm really rooting for Amame this season. Like, for real. Just for real. That being said, those are my picks. You have already made yours in the comments, and if you haven't, you still have that opportunity. But you better do it quick, because I'm about to click that that's not the proceed button. I've been pushing all the wrong buttons lately. This is the one we want. Because we got ourselves a big ol' episode, and let me tell you, the odds of going face have increased with every single episode, but the odds of going heel have also increased. We'll see if those things happen, and the extra perks that may happen if you turn face or heel have also increased, so let's see how this one plays out as we start round one and as we begin this whole thing, because as the tribute sound of the podiums, the horns they all sound, and horn bearers, you know what? Do it. Hornbearer is most excellent. We gotta get you guys like is your own faction in the AWE, not for nothing here. Let's proceed, and as I said, the Supreme Overlord of Ice proves exactly what he is as he buries Big Junko and Rosaria in piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Let me tell you, that's a whole lot of ice to bury the big old Junko. Yeah. Shoma wonders if you should build a machine to make Shakiniku, Halara and Mukuro charge at Kaede, but Kaede grabs them both and double choke slams them both off of a cliff. Renmaru then tries to take out Kaede from behind. Mukuro was merely a distraction. However, Kaede simply grabs him as well, drags him into a cave. The cave ignites into an inferno and only Kaede walks out. And Rosaria immediately back as a zombie. Wasted no time. Rosaria was like, this is a cryovision episode, and you're gonna get me out immediately? I ain't having that. Sophie summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Corey. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of this. Okay. Haji can't take his eyes off of Ruka. Nagisa really doesn't want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Mask Koto. Monotaro creates a giant ice sculpture in the shape of Mika. Queen hates the way the comments have been treating them and turns heel. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. If Queen goes monster heel, does that mean we have a Giga Queen? Maya tries to build a tank out of 6 rocks and succeeds. Shiki wants to be over already. Rhyme finds some leather scraps. Mayu just wants to be over already as well. Ruruka tries to get others to notice her. Munakata switching uncontrollably. Mika wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. There she goes! There she blows! Samugi finds my climate change remote. I feel like Samugi finds it a lot. Is she like trying to become a meteorologist? In today's weather. Just some plain old sunshine. Kotoko knocks out Kurumi in a fist fight, puts a death collar on him. Maki finds a bikini, it's revealing. Oh no, Paimon just found a dimensional sight. She's gonna slice all the homies. Makoto accepts his shadows. Makoto gains a power persona. I kind of hope that Makoto's persona is just Queen's persona. Amami puts a death collar on Haiji while he's asleep. Archon see Grand Potential in Iris, Grand Hair, and Dendrovision, actually. Gin wants to end things once and for all with Joker. Joker bites the dust Kokoto. Sizes her muscles. Mika finds a depth pursuit. It's rather fetching. Kibo hums a song to himself. Camilla trips and fell into a bush with surprising as a Yeetball inside. What? What? Oh, I guess we left some Yeetballs in the simulator. That's kind of hilarious. Sonya lassos Shoma, pushing them into a discarded scepter, transforming them into a sheep. March 7th attempts to kill Kaede, but Shuichi intervenes just in time, protects Kaede with his life. But doesn't have to die for him. March 7th does, though. Mitrai steals Camilla's Yeetball and runs off with it, gets clotheslined by Komaru, who takes the Yeetball instead. Okay. I'm kind of liking the Sisterhood of the Traveling Yeetball. Izio gets a Geovision. Chi-Chi accepts her shadow as Chi-Chi gains the power persona. Celeste sneaks up on Shuichi, but Shuichi's known he's been followed for Celeste for ages now, able to counterattack and take out the champion. Something inside of Kaede snaps, she's frenzied and she's a monster. Monophony then steals Komaru's Yeetball and runs off with it. Noir puts pixelated Nico lying various places. Chihiro tries to go Monophony, but Monophony retaliates and kills him instead. Kurumi searches for anyone who can pull this collar off of them. Azuru won't die like the others. Vivia mopes around uselessly and now kills Samugi in front of Shiki. Shiki rushes up, but it's already too late. We'll never know the weather now after this. So we've lost 13. And we have the Sisterhood of the Traveling Yeetball. After this, Claire de Lune 4. Big Junko, Halara, Rosario, Mukuro, Ranmaru, Kori, Maskoto, Miku, Joker, March 7th, Celeste, Chihiro, Samugi. We still got a whole lot left. Like, for real. A whole 37 and a zombie. Don't forget about the zombie. But let's see just how the rest of this plays out, shall we? I think we must. We'll proceed. Not what I expected this round to be like. I mean, at the start of it, exactly what I expected. A whole bunch of deaths due to ice and monster heals. But we'll see how the rest plays out. We see Celeste is also back as a zombie. Haiji then steals that Yeetball as well, saying, "This Yeetball is mine." Nice, I can't help but admire his own genius mind. Queen isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Hair? Okay. Amame has found a table. Komaru has a laser gun. Kurumi looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Rosario's body continues to decompose even as she continues to move. Mahiru puts Shoma out of his sheepy misery. Sonya's not gonna like that. Monotaro thanks Mika for being there for him. Camilla has seen the heels running wild and is determined to make things right and turns face. And Camilla may just be the face that runs the place. This pin is slowly dying. It's had a good run. Mitrai challenges Gin and Gundam to an anything goes pancake eating competition, and Gundam, my guy, may walk out this season holding the World Pancake Championship because he is now in this matchup, and this matchup needs to happen soon, I'll tell you what. Gundam. There we go. Now, let's get back to the action because Kokoto draws a demon in summoning circle on the ground, you know, for the funnies. Iris wraps vines around Kaede, tying up her whole body. Kaede is now trapped. Shuichi has been hot on Iris's trail for days now. Iris thinks she's gotten away, but Shuichi has finally deduced her location and delivered the final blow. Kotoko steals Haiji's Yeetball and runs off with it. Shiki sits there with a blank stare. Mika acts cool in his dapper suit. Rhyme is thinking of plans to get out of here. Monophony never wants to kill anyone ever again. Izio spots something shiny in the distance. Kibo accepts his shadow as Kibo gains his power persona. Vivi uses mysterious gas knock out Maskoto. No, that's not Maskoto, Makoto. And Queen putting death collars on the both of them. Ruka is looking out only for herself. Chi-Chi does her best to avoid Kurumi. Gin finds a seemingly official decree from a powerful Archon. Oh my goodness. Munakata has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through that. Sophie finds, just wants to be useful. Azuru teams up with Now and ambushes Noir, murdering her. Right on top of the power plant that the arena was built on top of, and she comes back as a zombie too. Oh man, they're about to all do the thriller. Makoto, his persona levels up Garu to Garula. Maki steals Kotoko's the Yeetball and runs off with it. Now, oh my gosh, the tank worked. Now, except her shadow is now against the power persona. Won't get to use it. Gundam gets a dimensional, I'm sorry, not a dimensional scythe. The dimensional scythe happened one lower. Gets an ancient scepter, won't get a chance to use it. Paimon yeets Mika into the despair dimension. Sonya buries Paimon and Camilla in piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Kaede's still kinda trapped, and then we lost a ton of people at the end here as Maya fires an explosive round from her tank. The blast catches Munakata, Izuyo, and Monotaro Gundam Queen, and now in its wake, the tank is left as a pile of sticks and rocks in the aftermath. That was wild. Absolutely nutty. To be honest, we have cryovisions on everyone, so I assume this is gonna be a nutty game, but it's been nutty for a lot of other reasons, including this Claire de Lune 4. Shoma, Iris, Noir, Paimon, Camilla, Munakata, Izuyoi, Monotaro, Gundam, Queen, now. But who's gonna score the touchdown? I think that's what we're all kind of waiting with bated breath, because that thing has been traveling. Maki's got it, Maki's still alive, and she's got that Yeetball. Will Maki score that touchdown? Because it has been Sisterhood of the Traveling Yeetball. There has not been a round yet where the Yeetball hasn't changed hands at least twice. Will it ever get scored? That much, we may never know. But we have to proceed to find out. Who will score? 25 remain, 21 gone, 3 are zombies, and 1 stuck in the despair dimension. Next round sees Sophie feels sorry for Kaede and frees her from the trap. Rhyme finds a belt of Pokeballs and incredibly dangerous already. Shuichi summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Sophie. Rest in peace to her. Mahiru is being adorable. As always, Mika runs from the demons lurking in the despair dimension. Speaking of, one comes out and helps Kokoto. Kokoto. Reminds me of Bobo, you know, the man with the fisted nose hair. Kibo summons his persona, uses Free nuclear blast, leaving burns on the champion's leg. Vivia knocks out Myra in a fistfight. Death Color's on her. Kamaru feels unstoppable with that laser gun. Haiji finds a rocket launcher. That's gonna end well. Ruka ambushes Kibo, gets rid of him. Chi-Chi summons her persona, uses Agi, scorching Izuru's arms. Sonya can no longer stay still and let others kill her friends. She's feeling heroic. Kotoko creates an ice sculpture of Kokoto. Celeste is no longer a zombie, she rots away. Azuru finds a fishing rod. Gin hangs up a notice from the almighty Shogun herself. The Vision Hunt decree has commenced as Kurumi attempts to capture Kokoto, but unfortunately Kokoto was able to freeze her alive before she has a real chance. Amami and Kokoto decide not to take sides. Kaede frantically thinks about joining both sides. She just wants the violence. Nagisa has no vision, but the violence stirs something inside of him. He gets another cryo-vision. He's dual-wielding cryo-visions? What on earth? Maya gets Animo, Monophony gets Hydro, can cause her own freeze attack. Mahi gets a samurai sword. Mitsurai attempts to capture Chi-Chi. Unfortunately for Mitsurai, Chi-Chi is able to freeze him alive before he has a real chance. Rosaria's a zombie, doesn't have a vision. Chi-Chi up there gives them hope that they can get one day, but you do have a vision, and it's cryo! Anyway, Shiki and Rhyme decide not to take sides. Makoto has no vision, gets a cryo. He's dual-wielding cryos too! And Noir is a zombie, doesn't have a vision, but Chi-Chi gives them hope that one day they will get one. We didn't lose that many this round, but we have more visions all over the place after this Claire de Lune 4. Sophie, Kibo, Celeste, Kurumi, Young Mitsurai. We got 21 remain. 9 plus 10, 2 zombies, 1 in the despair dimension, and we just gotta keep on keeping on. We gotta proceed. This game, it could go on forever. It's not gonna go on forever and ever. I'm actually more and more afraid by the minute. As we see Vivia with no vision gets a samurai sword. Mahiru gets GL. She can be her own shatter machine. Noir dangles her rotting limbs around fiddling with them. Nagisa tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Haiji attempts to capture Sonya. Unfortunately for Haiji, Sonya freezes him alive before he has a real chance. Shiki just wants it to end already. Komaru has no vision, but the violence stirs something deep within her. Komaru has been granted an animo vision. Mika wonders if this dimension is a plane created by the Shogun. Could the Shogun have created the despair dimension? Kotoko finds my climate change remote. Archon C. Gription letting Chi-Chi get her an electro vision. Okay. Amame sets up her table for grabbing Sonya in a headlock, slams Sonya through the table. Ruka and Gin decide not to take sides. Maya creates a gust of air, allowing herself and Nagisa to glide around the cliff safely. Makoto managed to sneak attack Nagisa and Maya, murdering them both. Shuichi has no vision. Rhyme sends out a Pokeball. Out comes Magikarp, who kind of just flops around. Gin sobs quietly, and here we are. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Maki gets the touchdown. Let's go. I'd like to thank the other AVs for helping me out with that one. Thank you, boys. Azuru has no vision, but the violence serves something deeper than him. Azuru has been granted a pyro vision. Rosario continues to rot. Monofin used the power of Hydro, puts out Shuichi's campfire, says next time that'll be you. Shuichi's confused, and if in a frenzy, Kaede creeps upon Gin, murders him, and then Amame corners Kokoto, but Kokoto's demon mauls Amame before she can react. What good demons, my gosh. 15 left. Good job, Maki. That's hype. Clear Delusion. Haiji, Sonia, Nagisa, Maya, Gin, Amame. 15 left. We're not at saving grace picks. We have a whole bunch of stuff in play. So much so that there haven't been too many heal or face shenanigans, but will they happen? Maybe not. I was not expecting the touchdown. Not for nothing. We'll click next round and we will see. Shuichi and Azuru both use the power of their vision. Shiki was caught in the middle of Cryo, and Pyron is melted away. Rhyme tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Articuno. Articuno uses Ice Beam, freezing Vivia solid. Also very on key, Rhyme using an Ice Beam attack. That being said, Monofini also entraps Maki and Rhyme in a bubble of water until they both drown. At least you scored that touchdown, Maki. At least you scored that touchdown. Kaede. Maru actually summons stones around Kaede's feet. She's now trapped. Kokoto polishes her demon's horns. How wholesome? Kamaru shoots her laser gun at Monofini. Good thing she can't aim. Miko avoids a dark tree. Still surviving in there. Ruka steals AV soundboard, but how? Rosario dangles her withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Still caught in Kaede's trap. I'm sorry, still caught in Mahiru's trap. Kaede lays there moping. Azuru casts around the river, pulls out a tank. That's its ultimate luck. It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself. You know what? We'll give it the whole shebang. We haven't done it in a minute. And it's very lucky for him to get it this late in the game, because it started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Makoto 10. The luckiest of boys. Kotoko gets an arcane scepter. Chi-Chi summons a shock so powerful, it puts a shock to Komaru's system and it shocks her to death. Noir's body continues to decompose even as she continues to move. And we have our final 10, perhaps you could say our bin 10, after this final, potentially Claire de Lune of the episode 4. Shiki, Vivia, Maki, Rhyme, Komaru. Ba-na-dum, ba-na-dum. Yo, it's your final 10. It's been a little bit of a crazy episode, isn't it? Just a little bit of a crazy episode. What's your final 10 though? We got all sorts of shenanigans that could unfold, and most importantly, we have a new opportunity for you to make some different picks if your picks did absolutely suck, huh? And you know what we call them at this point. We call them your Saving Grace Picks. The last month of the year, but the first Saving Grace Picks of December. Monofini's still alive, but Noir's still hanging in there as a zombie since earlier on in the game. Will Monofini be able to win this whole shebang? We'll scroll down, we'll continue to see who else is left. Talking about Azuru, who's got that tank in the final 10. That is a godsend, that's truly lucky. Will he be able to use it? Makoto is still hanging around here. He's got Garula. He's got a Cryo Vision, he's got the Omnitrix, he's a Horn Bearer, he could do so many things. He even got a Persona by his side. Will he be able to win this one? That's the real question. Will luck be on his side? It's definitely been on his side for getting these items, not for nothing. As we scroll down, we also see Chi-Chi literally has a Cryo Vision. It's been a real game of Cryo Visions and zombies, so it would be very fitting for Chi-Chi to come out on top here. We'll should be able to do it, and I believe that would earn you guys a fan vote. As we scroll down again, Mika. In the Despair Dimension, only halfway counts right now. We technically Cryo Zombie. If we're saying it's a Cryo Zombie game, it could be Rosaria with a zombie victory, and how fitting would it be for Chi-Chi to win this thing and then lose to Rosaria, turning her into a zombie. We scroll down again, we see Mahiru, who's got a Geo and a Cryo Vision. She's her own shatter machine, but can she shatter the competition? As we go on, Ruruka, the master of sweets, could make some delicious ice cream maybe? Or could cook up a fantastic win to go on to fight for the championship in the finale. Both members of Three's Company are both here. Kotoko and Kokoto. Who would have thunk? I mean, I maybe would have thunk. They're kind of crushing into this game. Right now, they have a 1 in 5 chance of walking out of here, but they're not the only team that does. Music Theory does as well. They've been killing it. Shuichi is out here with a samurai sword. Kaede is out here trapped, but as a monster heal, if someone frees her, she could be trouble. Make your saving grace picks first second there. I will make mine as well right here, right now. And while you're doing that, if you made it this far and you're not liked and subscribed, you might as well do that, because there's like a bunch of these on the channel if you enjoyed it so far. But my quick picks, Kaede for first, never counter out, is going to be a Kaede, yes it is. Chi-Chi for second because it really might be your game, and I'm going to take the Rosaria zombie victory for third. We're at your final 10, and you all already know that their hearts are beating with the same pulse, determination, and perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Let's go on. Let's click the next round. Let's see how this all unfolds. Well, my saving grace pick is gone. Rosaria dangles her withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Monophony somehow finds a suit of evil armor, puts it on. Kokoto sizes her muscles. Ruka uses my soundboard, gets it confiscated for playing copyrighted music. Dark energy just rolls around Vivia's body. He's now a ghost. Yeah, that's about right. Kotoko calls Arcane Fury down on Kaede. Her ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage. Kaede grimaces, starts bubbling, melting into the ground. Mika's mauled by the roaming demons. Chi-Chi shakes Shuichi's hand, but it was a prank. Chi-Chi then lightly shocks Shuichi, leaving him dazed. Noir continues to ride as she continues to move. Shuichi puts on a death collar on Kotoko even while he's dazed, but while he was dazed, he couldn't see the massive rock hurling from the sky towards him, made by Mahiru, crushing and taking out Monophony and Shuichi. But Mahiru won't survive to tell the tale because Azuru takes selfies on top of his red tank as Makoto transforms into an incredibly fast alien, so fast that Mahiru is cut to pieces before Kotoko's very eyes, and she didn't see a thing. We are down 5 more. One of them is a zombie, which means we are down to 6. No, one of them's not a zombie, I take that back. One of them from the Despair Dimension, so we're down to 6. 3 zombies still in play. 2 zombies, actually, because Celeste perished. 1 new ghost, and that is Vivia after this. Claire de Lune, 4. No terrible turnabout, 4. Kaede, Mika, Monophony, Shuichi, Mahiru. 6. 6 remain. You know those 6. You love those 6. Both members of Three's Company still in here. Makoto's still hanging in there. Azuru's still hanging in there. Noir's a zombie. Chi-Chi's surprisingly still hanging in there. And so is Ruruka. Cool. Well, let's see how it all plays out. It's still Samurai Woman, technically, but how much longer will it be Samurai Woman? Fear the tank. Fear all of these things that could come into play. We could see the end of the game right now. We won't. Oh, but we're seeing things start to play out very quickly. Vivia plays around with its incorporeal body, passing through various things as pass the time. Noir dangles her withered limbs around. Azuru and Chi-Chi unleash both of the power of their visions. Kotoko's unfortunately caught in between pyro and electro attacks as overloaded with energy. Kokoto can't believe that she summoned a demon and now has it working for her. Ruruka tries to get others to notice her. Rosaria tackles Ruruka to the ground, turning them into a zombie. Chi-Chi's persona, which is fire, very contrasting to her vision, but it is what it is. Upgrading Agi to Agi Lao, and Makoto transforms into a massive 4-armed alien, tosses Kokoto into the sky. She's never seen again. We lost 2, and it was the whole team. Three's Company. You hate to see it, but also Ruruka as she was turned into a zombie after this. Terrible turnabout. 4. Kokoto. Kotoko, Kokoto. You hate to see it, but that does mean we're down to just 3. Makoto with his Omnitrix, Chi-Chi with fire and ice, and Azuru, who's still hanging in there as well. We have 3 zombies now and 1 ghost. If there's a zombie victory at this point in time, it is Rosario who takes the victory. And it would be fitting because that's the very first thing that happened. She died, and then like 2 events later, she was like, yeah, no, I'm back. This is my game. I'm still gonna win this thing. But for right now, I do say it is Makoto, Chi-Chi, and Azuru as the 3 who are still alive, and they are all caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Let's play it out. The thing is, they all have items that can take out 2 people. That's the big picture here, because if one of them takes out 2 people early on, and then the zombies are still left to their devices, we could very well see a zombie victory. Will that be this next round? I'd hate to see it, but next round sees... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She saved herself! Vivian must be out of dinner. Chi-Chi uses the power of Electro on the dead body of her ally Kurumi. It's enough to restart her heart. And now, Noir continues to ride even as she continues to move. Makoto transforms into a fast alien. Body as hard as... I'm sorry, not a fast alien. A body as hard as a diamond alien. Protects himself and then proceeds to headbutt Azuru and Chi-Chi, taking them both out. And just like that, Makoto now has to face off against Kurumi 1v1. Makoto thought he had this game won, but now he has to face off against Kurumi 1v1. And these zombies standing tall, which means after this... Terrible turnabout for Azuru, Chi-Chi. But Chi-Chi very wisely thinking, I don't think I can beat that man's with the Omnitrix. Let me break back my partner and make a little request. And so now it is a battle for the ages. It is Kurumi, it's Makoto, and I have to ask you, who will it be between Kurumi and Makoto? Makoto for Team Makoto, representing Makoto and Makoto. Makoto wants to win this thing for every Makoto out there. Every Makoto in here, every Makoto that you've ever known, he wants to win it for all of them. But standing in his way is someone who wants to give you guys the fan votes, wants to carry on the request that the fallen Chi-Chi had just made, said, hey, this is a cryovision game. There's so many zombies, they're screaming victory for me. But I don't think I can beat Makoto, but I think you might be able to win it for me, Kurumi. Will it be Makoto? Kurumi. Dinner party. Makoto. Neither. Could be zombies, could be ghosts. We could see somebody else be possessed. Let's find out how this plays out. There's a lot of unknowns and a lot of potentials, but it all sees... It does end, and let's talk about it. Noir dangled those withered limbs around. Vivia has found the corpse of Haiji, then possesses it, and Makoto sees Haiji get up, and he says, nah, get back down, blast Haiji off of a cliff with such power, a tree falls as he collides with it, and as Kurumi's getting ready to wind up, as Makoto's got his back turned, she's ready to thwack him. Someone shorter than her, get ready to thwack him in the back of the head. She's had experience doing that before as she raises her arm. Ruka grabs it, bites it. And just like her partner, with cryovision in hand, she starts to see her vision fade, starts to feel a primal instinct take over. She turns, she's a zombie, which leaves just one person standing tall, and after, what a match, honestly. After this final terrible turnabout for Vivia, Haiji. There's something about the energy of this match that was just really fun. And you know what? I'm happy with the winner too. You're winners. He said he was gonna do it for every Makoto, whether your name's Queen or Makoto, whether your name is Mask Boy or Makoto, whether your name is, I don't know. If your name's Makoto, he did it for you, and he did it for the team that's after his namesake, or Queen's namesake, or Maskoto's namesake. They're all going on to that finale. Team Makoto. Makoto takes the win. Let's not forget the Yeetball thing that kind of just transpired in the middle of all of this. Cause that got me. That was I don't know. That really sat really good with me. Makoto had 7 KOs, he earned it. Maya with 6, Shuichi with 5, Kaede with 4, Monofne with 3, Sonya with 3, Mahir with 3, and Now with 2, Gundam with 2, Chi-Chi with 2, Azuru with 2, Koto with 2. Rest in peace to Three's company. They had a match in the final 6, and then they were gone, and then the final few still kept going with the craziness, and it was nuts. Everyone else was 1 or less. What a match. What a show. And we can show you the tag team bracket as Team Makoto is right there. You should have expected them to make this one. They had the power of the Makotos, they had the luck, they had the personas, and they had the they had Maskoto, and that man's, he can do it all. Bring me back. I'm very excited. I kind of missed this hat. It is very warm. But it's like very warm in the sense that it is actually very cold outside finally. And I'm really embracing it. But that's not all the content we got for you guys today. Tonight, we have a show of shows. We have so much in store. And I can say that your main event is something that I'm sure you all have been waiting for since last week. After her standout performance, after her career-making performance, Chie and Yukiko will go one-on-one in the main event against the Racket of Psalm for the, I almost called them the Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championships, and no. Against the Racket of Psalm for the AWE Tag Team titles. The winner of that match will be defending them at the Fight Before Christmas, and I am so excited. And I just can't hide it, because I saw what Chie did too. If you haven't seen what Chie did, it was Très Magnifique. Until next time, United States Aviator taking off. Wednesday we'll be greeting you all in just a little bit of time. This wasn't a super long episode, so you got time to go out and buy yourself a snack, make yourself some popcorn, get yourself some warm gloves and some footies, and get yourself one of those snuggly snuggies where you put your arms in it and you're real warm. Relax by a fireplace. Get your animals to watch with you, your kitty cats and your puppy dogs. Get all the things. Get ready for a show of shows tonight as XSP gets beaten up by Brock Lesnar. Yeah, toodaloo, flight crew. Thanks for watching.